Fourth one is asking what is the probability of getting at least one head. Okay, so probability of at least one head. This is getting probability of x greater than or equal to 1. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the rest. So what essentially we are asking? We are asking 1 minus probability of 0. So other than 0, getting any number of heads, what is the probability? So we just remove the probability of getting 0 heads. So 1 minus 0.001. So this is 99.9. Right? So 90, or sorry, in decimal terms this will be 0.999. Okay, so in percentage terms this is 99.9% probability of getting more than one heads or non-zero heads. So of getting at least one head. Alright. Now fifth part, let's solve this again. Not more than 3 heads. That means probability of x less than or equal to 3. Not more than. At maximum 3 heads. That means probability of getting 0 heads plus probability of getting 1 head plus probability of getting 2 heads plus probability of getting 3 heads. Now we have already calculated probability of getting 0 heads, so we don't need to calculate that. What all we need to calculate? 1 divided 1 by 2 to the power 10. Remember, 1 by 2 to the power 10 is common to all the probabilities, so I am not even writing the formula. Alright, if you want I can write the formula in the end, but for now I am not even writing the formula. Essentially I will get 10 C1 plus 10 C2 plus 10 C3. Okay, so what would have the formula been if I would have written the whole thing? It would have been 10 C0 plus sorry, I forgot 10 C0 here, my bad. Okay. So 10 C0 half to the power 0 multiply half to the power 10 plus 10 C1 half to the power 1 and half to the power 9 plus 10 C2 half to the power 2 half to the power 8 plus 10 C3 half to the power 3 half to the power 7. Okay, so here what I am essentially doing, this part, all of these parts are nothing but half to the power 10. So why write them separately? That's why I wrote it in this manner. Okay, so this becomes half to the power 10 is 1001 divided by 1024 into 10C0 is 1, 10C1. Now I leave for you to estimate that or calculate that. You will get 10. 10C2, again I am leaving it for you to calculate. You should get 45. 10C3, again I am leaving it for you to calculate. You should get 120. Verified. Okay, you know the formula, please verify it. So essentially what I am getting is for 165, 175, 176. 176 divided by 1024 is equal to 0.175. That means 17.5% probability of no more than three heads. Okay. Now the sixth part of the question asks us what is the probability of getting at least 4 heads. That means probability of getting at least 4 or more. So x is greater than or equal to 4, which is nothing but probability of getting x equal to 4 plus probability of x equal to 5 plus probability of x equal to 6. So we can calculate the individual probabilities and add them to get probability of at least 4 hits. Now if you recall probability of all events, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 heads, if I toss a coin 6 times is, so all possible probabilities I am including it, right? So all possible probabilities when I add up I get equal to 1. So now my options are either to calculate 4, 5 or 6, or I can take equal to 1 minus probability of getting 0, 1, 2 or 3, which is probability of x less than or equal to 3, which we have already calculated in part 5. So probability of getting less than or equal to 3 heads is 17.5%. We have already calculated that. So we already have this value. That's why we don't need to do any calculations again. We just take the value which we have calculated as 0.175 and subtract that from this to get probability of 0.825, which in other words means there is 82.5% probability that of obtaining at least 4 heads, or that means 4 or more heads. So at least 4 heads. If I didn't have this number already with me, 0.175, if I didn't have this, then I couldn't have calculated this part. But because I have that value, I am able to calculate the 82.5% probability of getting 4 or more heads. So with this we have answered all the questions in the exam question. Alright.